All right, my friend, Brittany Quinn back here with you from PowHER. What I'm going to talk you through in this very brief video is one, what you're going to do next, so how to solidify and confirm your appointment that you just booked, but then I'm also going to talk you through about what we do here at PowHER. So with that getting started, here are your next steps. Before the time that you scheduled, what you must do is you must watch this entire video. If you show up to the call and you have not watched this entire video, lady, you're not doing justice to yourself or our team. Let's make the best use of our time. Please watch this in its entirety. If you want to speed up the audio, feel free to do that. You can do that right now. It's going to default. If you realize I'm talking really quick, it's because it's defaulting to 2x. So click the little wheel in the bottom and slow it down or speed it up to whatever works for you. Accept the calendar invite. So you used an email address when you booked your appointment. If you used a junk email, if you used that same one we do for shopping and all those other things, guess what? You are not going to get the invite. Therefore, you're not going to get the Zoom link. Therefore, you cannot actually show up for your call. So if you used a junk email, go back, rebook the call right now, use a correct email address and accept that invite. Okay? You must ensure that you will arrive to the time that you chose that fit in your calendar. You must be on time. So not 10 minutes after, not 15 minutes after, not 12 minutes after, but on time. You must be on camera and you must have the full hour available. We like to work with women that do what they say they're going to do. And again, we are not here to waste your time, nor do we want you wasting ours. Okay? You cannot be driving. This is a safety concern. Girl, we want to make sure that you stay safe. So you must be seated. You must be somewhere in a private environment. Make sure you have that setting set up for you. And we have a zero tolerance policy for no-shows. So if you book an appointment, you do not show up, you do not respond to the ways that we're going to be emailing you. We're going to have a live person personally texting you. You're going to have this in your invite. Girl, we made it stupid easy. All you got to do is do what you say you're going to do and show up. If you do not do that and you do not give us a heads up, because life does happen, girl, I get it, but you will not be eligible to apply for us in the future. We simply don't want to work with you if you no-show on us, just like you would not want to work with anyone that no-showed on you, okay? So those are all the quick and dirty homework. What you need to do right now, pause this video, go complete these things, and then come back, start this video again. So here's what PowHER is all about. First thing, we are going to help you 2 or 3x your comp package if you are approved in your application call. Here's how we do this. We provide women in our program with real, no-filtered strategies from behind the scenes of negotiations that are specific to women. Here's how we can do that. I spent almost 2 decades as an HR people management executive in multiple organizations throughout the globe. So I have negotiated from both sides of the table. I was that gatekeeper. I was a person trying to get you as the resource, not promote you, give you as tiny a bit of money as possible, essentially getting you working for the organization at its highest level possible with as little money as possible. So I know the insider tricks, not only that, full-fledged look into compensation, all of those things. And guess what? I did it. So I actually 13x my own comp package, right? Job hopping, doing all the things that I did, all the strategies that we teach you, okay? So women in our program, they get world-class training from my team. Yes, I am bold enough to say that. I have no problem 1,000% stating it is world-class. Here's why. Again, 20 years of throwing the darts, seeing what sticks, watching people with 8-figure comp packages do this. So the Boys Club, I negotiated directly with them and bringing them on. So that is why we're able to do just that. You are going to get exclusive community, access to our community of other badass women. Here's why that's so important to you. You will notice the higher that you've climbed, it gets pretty darn lonely, right? There's no one that you can actually trust. There's no one you can confide in. You're working likely way too many hours, so you're not investing in your personal friendships in that, and you need a community of other badass women really building each other up, and not just saying that we do, right? Not those women that tear other women down, but those that are authentically, truly trying to advance us all. Essentially, we're going to show you how to gain success without selling your soul to actually pull it off, because we know very few people that have actually done it, very few women in that boardroom. They typically did have to sell their soul to get there, or they believe they did, and we have a much, much better way of doing that. And ultimately, what we do is we're really helping you develop the most highest value career skill you will ever need. I'm going to go as far as say the last thing you need to be doing is investing or perfecting any other form of hard skill on the market. Girl, you know what you're doing. Stop. That is going to be the last thing that's going to get you promoted, get you the job offer, get you 2 to 3x your current comp package, okay? Once you have mastered this number one highest value career skill that we're going to talk to you about, you're going to have the confidence and the conviction that you need to, guess what? Never, ever again worry about job security, okay? So this is what we do. Here's how we ensure that you don't get there. So You're not going to pull all this off while working 60 hours per week. Absolutely not, my friend. That's not how we do it. You're not going to do that by saying yes to every single request that comes in from your board or CEO. So that yes girl, that person that takes on anything and everything, you're not going to get there by working harder. That is the last thing. That's actually what's going to sabotage you and continue to sabotage you. We're not going to do it by being helpless against the boys club. You're not going to feel like an imposter. You're not going to be that yes person anymore that's not being valued. You are no longer going to be sick of being stagnant in your career while you watch all these others rise that, let's be honest, have half the competency and skill set that you do. You're going to stop second guessing your decisions, right? You're going to stop really feeling like you have to ad nauseum proving yourself to the organization over and over again. And ultimately, you're going to stop knocking out killer work only to see the guy next to you steal your promotion. All right. So here I want to show you how that's actually possible. All right. Here are some incredible wins from some of my clients. So these are the clients that put in the work. She showed up to these calls. She said, you know what? Enough's enough. I'm drawing the line in the sand. I'm no longer going to fall victim to my surroundings. Are there true obstacles to entry? Hell yeah, there are. But I'm going to take charge and I'm going to step into my power. So a managing partner, she increased her commissions by $320,000 extra in her pocket in 5 weeks. This is a managing legal partner at a top law firm in the United States. 5 weeks in, my friend, an extra $300K hit her bank account from her commissions. A technology executive, she increased her comp package by 135% in only 7 weeks. First-time CEO, she increased 286% in her comp in only 8 weeks, 2 short months. Nonprofit executive, I hear you, all of you are just like, I'm in the nonprofit world. We don't pay as well. Absolutely not true. We will show you that over and over again. She increased by 110% in only 3 weeks. This maritime CEO, man, this woman, you talk about the ultimate boys club. This is maritime. These are, you talk about that in old school money being handed down generation to generation, family money at that. She increased her comp package by 3 times, 3x her comp package in only 6 weeks. Insurance executive, she negotiated for $350,000 severance. She came to me. She legitimately was laid off the day before. We showed her exactly how she's going to get $350K in severance and landed 8 interviews in only 2 weeks. 2 weeks in, this is what she got. And then we have another executive. She crushed her first 90 days. So she was in the role. She reached out to us. Perfect timing. And we were actually able to get her promoted in only 4 months. Yeah. So she joined the organization. 4 months later, she got promoted and asked for more money. I don't know what's powerful than that, okay? These are, again, my overachievers, my top performing clients. And I hear you saying, hey, Brittany, maybe that I can't pull it off. Here are the ones that, I'm going to be really honest, that said they're going to come in and kick ass, and they did about 60% of the work. Here's the type of results even those women are getting. So I had a first-time CEO. She generated a new offer, and she closed an additional $8 million, and this is a very small company, $8 million in revenue for her organization 4 weeks into the program. At a technology COO, she built her personal brand. She landed 14 interviews in only 3 weeks. She was 1,000% on the job market. Man, she needed a job. She needed it quick. I had a government leader. She increased her base salary by 22% in 5 weeks. Exact same position, no promotion. Increased her base salary by 22%. She asked for more money, right? Doing the exact same job. I had an HR executive employed after being out of work. She was out of work. She came to me for 7 months. This woman was cold applying. She was doing everything that she thought she should do, and nothing was happening. We got her employed within 2 weeks, okay? You know, these other leaders gaining the respects that she needed in the organization. I had a food and beverage executive. She tripled her productivity in her region, right? These are, again, this is really what I'm going to say half-assed doing the program. These are the type of results that people are actually getting. So what is PowHER? So easiest way to explain it is to first give you context on us and what we do, okay? Those are the results. Here's who we are and what we do. So obviously, once again, I'm Brittany Quinn. I'm the CEO and founder of PowHER. Here's what I did, and here's why you should actually listen to me instead of all those people out there that I get hit with all the time, all those ads of these wannabe coaches. They have a laptop and they say, hey, guess what? Look what I can do. We actually put our money where our mouth is, and I don't know, we actually did what we say we can do for you. So I 13x my comp package in 5 years. Lady, I was legit a 30-year-old child sitting in a boardroom Googling how to do my job, and I was making well over $500,000 a year in base salary alone and a 7-figure total comp package. And I did that without a blue-collar family backing. I legit went to Capella for my master's degree back before online was cool, so no notoriety, nothing like that. That's what I was able to pull off, okay? And I spent 16 years running people management and HR. That's what I did. And the reason that I did it in the length of time that I did it is because there was no way in hell I was ever going to claim that I can help women do something that I didn't do myself, okay? So what I did once I was able to get that really insane success, such as a child, I spent the next 10 years of my corporate career hiring in women that didn't look like me, love like me, even have the same values that I did. And I used those same theories and tested against them. And guess what? They far surpassed me. Many of these women are working at Fortune 5s today that I hired and tested this. So that is when I stepped out and I said, you know what? I have proof of concept, and I launched PowHER. Okay. I run this executive coaching and consulting firm, and we do two things. We train them to do what I've done, right? But it also gives me the ability to get to more women in positions of power, because guess what? You're getting insane results so quickly that you just saw, okay? So here are the type of clients that I work with. So I work with women all the way from startups all the way to Fortune 5s, okay? So the NBA, Pfizer, J&J, CVS, Nike, Walmart, Costco, state government, nonprofit, Bank of America, Adidas, Gap, FedEx, Cisco, Deloitte, Lowe's, McKinsey, I mean, so on and so on and so on. We've worked with women from every single industry, any niche possible. I promise you I've worked with you. I've either consulted, I've actually personally worked in your industry, or you've been a client of mine, okay? Here's how we are enabling these women. One, we're helping her get out of her own way, which is really the secret sauce in what we do. So we're showing her how to be really unapologetic as fuck about what it is she brings to the table. We show her exactly what her worth is in the market, show her how to communicate like the powerful badass she is. We help her build a personal brand that ensures that she's consistently and constantly headhunted by other firms, right? A networking strategy that is not that sleazy like business after hours, hey, what can you do for me? But networking, building true, authentic relationships. Even if you think you have no network at all, you're going to be amazed at some of these strategies on how to actually cultivate that and nurture that in a way that is true to you, and that is not some stupid plug and play theory that you've heard or the latest LinkedIn article that you saw. That's not how we do it, okay? We show her how to negotiate without second guessing herself, okay? Show her how to never, ever again leave one single penny on that table and ultimately land her in a position of power. That is exactly what we're doing each and every day. Here's how we show people how to double or triple their salary. So I promise you, if you are committed to this, you come in, you do your application qual, you are qualified, you're approved to be in our program. If you're committed, you go through the training, you show up for the live calls, and you implement these strategies. You will 1000% double or triple your salary. If you are done climbing that traditional patriarchal corporate ladder the way you've always been taught, you will double or triple your salary. You must have a desire to advance all women in the workplace. That is a big reason why you are going through an application call that you just booked. We don't want to help all women, point blank, and I have no problem saying that. We only want to help women that help others actually survive and get there and dominate in the boardroom, okay? Here's a few caveats. I mean, obviously, you have to be committed. Okay, you have to work hard. This is not just lean in or become a servant leader. You're building a high value skill that will stay with you for a lifetime. And I'm going to go as far as say, if you do not build that skill, you will continue to sabotage and just spin the wheels and just throw every single dart and essentially never ever advance in your career without that high value skill, okay? We're gonna teach you how to easily communicate your worth and build your own career. That way, you're not totally dependent on us. I want to teach you how to fish, right? Not just give you a fish and say, here you go, because that's the last thing that you need right now, okay? So before our call, again, I cannot state this enough. Make sure to show up on time, on camera, in a space that you have the full hour available and that you will speak openly and freely. We do not work with women that don't do what they say they're going to do. There are no second chances, point blank, okay? Re-review this part of this video on how PowHER works, right? So you get the gist of everything. If things aren't still entirely clear, don't worry. We're going to review everything on the call. And again, please show up in a quiet place on video and the ability to take notes, okay? That is it. Can't wait to see you on the call.